Okay.
Yes, she does.
Okay.
Cassidy, come say hi to your friends here.
There are all the kids. Okay, can you look up or you?
Mikey, come get your paper.
There.
How do I turn it around? Me again.
A little rocky.
No me importa lo que hagas, estoy enojada contigo.
How's that? Very good.
Come on, Peribeau. I just muted it.
Hey, Dad, come on over.
Can you have this, please?
No, just turn it down. Okay. Let's see. Now I'm joining over here so I can see everyone. Oh, there we go. Oh, look, there's everybody. Hi. Hi, friends in Hawaii. Hi, Aubrey. Hi, Kinsey. Okay, hi, everybody. Welcome again to art class on Saturdays. So if you, oh wait, I feel like somebody, let me see. Do we want, you were sharing something?
It said Sienna broke her finger.
Oh no, Sienna, I'm so sorry you broke your finger. Well, maybe you can use your other fingers or use your hand or stomp or do something, or just watch and maybe, I don't know, create something when your finger's not broken. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so everyone's, I think, muted. You feel free to unmute yourself if you have a question or write in the chat. And yeah, we're dressed like this because we were, or you're not anymore, never mind. We had to pick something up from Peribeau school and we had to dress up. Okay. Aubrey knows. She's got it too. Aubrey, yeah. Headdress. Okay, so today we're gonna draw the universe or space, kind of a nighttime space scene, and a silhouette. So we decided cactus. And usually I've been drawing with colored pencil, but today I'm gonna use some paint. So let me see if I could see you guys. Can I see if anybody, maybe raise your hand if you're gonna use paint also? Okay, a few of you. And if you can use anything, it doesn't matter. You can use any, oh, Peribeau's raising her hand, good. Auntie Amy is. You can use anything. So I'll try to do another drawing with a colored pencil so you can see the difference. But okay, so we always start with some exercises. Peribeau, can you sit down?
Yes, but they can't see me if I sit down.
They don't need to see.
Here, they see you here.
Okay.
You gotta look here, honey. All right, so everybody, let's just like get some wiggles out. Let's just always get some wiggles out. Ooh, yeah. See, our friends in Hawaii know how to wiggle. All right. Okay, and maybe like just do some twisting. And then so like lift your arms up. And maybe like go back side to side. Okay, this feels good. All right, maybe our neck a little bit. Okay, so now let's move on to exercises. So this time we won't be just doing drawing exercises. We're going to use color for our exercises. So we'll start. I'll do my first one in marker in case anybody's using marker. Can I see if anybody's using marker? Can you raise your hands? Okay. Anybody using crayons? Colored pencils? Okay. I'll do it in colored pencil and then I'll do it in paint. And you know what? I'll record this, and if you guys want to go back and try it with paint, that'll be cool. So let's pick one color. I'm going to pick blue.
I'm going to pick violet.
You're going to pick violet? Okay. So let's go right over here. So let's try to put our color down. I'm just going to make a little square and color it in on the top. You don't have to push hard. We'll keep going back and forth, back and forth. We're going to do that gradation thing again. And then I'm going to lightly go lighter and not go over every area back and forth as much. So here I'm getting more condensed and going over the same spots. And then I'm slowly not going over the same spot and getting a little lighter. Kind of creating that. And you can keep going over it to get it a little stronger. So if you can, make 2 boxes like that. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. And hey, you know what? This time I'm going to make it go diagonal. So I'll let you guys do that for a minute. Oh, I think somebody has their hand raised.
No worries.
Sienna. Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay, and now let's pick another color, maybe a similar color. I'm gonna do like violet and blue go together, something that's in the same family.
I'm doing blue again.
Okay, so I'm picking like a, I don't know, it's called mulberry, but it's like a pinkish purple. But now I'm gonna start from the bottom and I'm just gonna go up. So I don't know if you guys can see, it kind of made a fun little gradation, it's called, from blue to this pinkishy purple. Let's see Peribeau.
Miss Natalia,
Yeah.
this is Nova. So
Hi, Nova.
for the real drawing, I have oil pastels.
Oh, that's great. That's great because they're going to blend together super nicely.
And do we need to have paint too?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, just whichever, pick one thing to work with. I just don't want anyone, I don't want anyone to be confused since I'm going to be using paint. All the same things will apply. So if anyone has questions while we're doing it, we can talk and figure it out as we go. Okay, you know, for this one, I'm going to do a different color. I'm going to pick another blue, but just a lighter blue. And I'm going to start from the same area. So then you guys can kind of see how colored pencils work. The more layers you put of colored pencils, they get nice and creamy. So there's some couple different kinds of gradations.
I didn't work very well because I did mark.
That's okay. You have to do, if you worked with a lighter color of marker, that'll work. Okay, so I'm gonna squeeze out some of my paint. I know it seems like I'm kind of going fast. I just like to, these are just craft paints. They're like acrylic paint. And I just like to put them on a plastic plate. So if you guys are, your colors already out of crayons or whatever you're using, colored pencil, that's great, or markers. I just, paint dries, so I didn't squeeze it out earlier. Oh, I need blue. Peribeau, can I use that blue?
Yeah. Can I have it back when we get?
Yes, you may have it back. All right, I'm gonna do one little gradation in with paint. So the people who are painting, just remember you might need a little cup of water and have a little towel nearby so you can always wipe your brush, because the way to keep a painting nice and clean, same thing with like colored pencils and crayons, sometimes you got to wipe the tip of your colored pencil or crayon. So yep, you want to keep your brush clean so your colors are clean. Okay, so I'm just going to practice with the same thing but with my paint. I'll do purple first. So paint's a little different. I just get lighter. The way to get lighter with paint is you put less paint and you might want to water it down a little bit. Now I'm going to clean my brush, and you got to wipe it so it's not too wet. And then I'm going to take my pink and go, this time I'm going right next to it and getting lighter. Okay, so that was just my little practice. Great. And remember, if you're not used to using paint, the colors might get all muddy and yucky. It takes a while to get used to it. So you just got to do it more and more, or sometimes do layers, and then you'll get the hang of it. So that's all we're going to do for that. Because I want to spend some time on our drawing.
You mean painting?
Painting, drawing, well, some people, whatever it is, art piece, all of it. It's all the same. So is everyone, maybe people need a second to get ready. Here, since we're painting the universe, do you guys want a little universe fact? Did you guys know that there are more stars in the universe than there's grains of sand in all of the beaches on Earth? Isn't that crazy? TLM, did you know that? And that black holes are created when big stars explode. And it's a gravitational force that nothing can escape from it. Isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
Right? Okay. And then we'll do a joke. Okay, one joke and then we'll start. Why did the sun go to school?
Why?
To get brighter.
I actually have another space joke.
Oh, let's hear it.
What's Mickey's favorite planet? Pluto.
Pluto.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
It's
one.
not technically a planet.
Oh, that's true.
It's a dwarf planet. Why did Mickey want to become an astronaut?
Why?
So he could visit Pluto.
Good. Okay, one more. How do you know when the moon has had enough to eat?
He goes down.
He gets full.
It's full.
Yes, very good. I see, Chloe, you liked that one. Okay, so now I'm gonna get a little, everyone get their pencil or something to draw with. I mean, you could even draw with paint or your paintbrush.
What?
Your paper's on the ground, sweetheart.
On the floor. So this is where you guys can decide what you want your little landscape to be. You can have like a mountain, or you can have it be flat like the desert. You can have it be rocky. So kind of on the lower part of the paper, whatever landscape you want. So landscape means the ground. So our paper's gonna be this horizontal landscape mode. And we're gonna draw the ground, and the top part is gonna be the sky. So we want more area for, for sky. So mine is gonna be, let's see, I think I'm gonna do a mountain, and then it'll be kind of rocky and flat. Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna move her so people can see her. Okay, and that's it. And now we're gonna work on the sky. So get your colors out, friends. Oh, by the way, if anyone has glitter or wants to go get glitter later or add it later, I'll show you something we can do with that. I'm sure Rhett has a lot of glitter. Just kidding. Okay, so now, let me make sure, everyone okay? Okay, now we are going to, I'm gonna start in this corner, and I'm gonna start with the darks. So the colors I am gonna use, you guys can use whatever you want, but think of something dark to light. I'm gonna do black, blue, purple, and then red and pink. So
pink.
Sure, here you go, Peribeau. So there's no real rules, but that's kind of how the sky looks a little bit. So I'll show you guys what I mean. And don't worry, I'll do this and you guys can take your time. You can, sure, you can just do a galaxy if you want, no problem. No, that's amazing. You don't need a landscape at all. So I'm gonna start with black just a little bit on top. Purple, pink, blue is great. Okay, I'm gonna start with black on top, just a little bit. I just want it in the corner, and yeah, maybe I need a touch of water. Remember, if your paint is too watery, if you're using paint, then it might get really slippery and other paint might not stick. And I know that people using colored pencil or marker, it might take a little bit longer. If you're using marker, it's not gonna blend as nicely, but that doesn't matter. I'm gonna clean off my brush a little bit and move on to purple, or no, I'm sorry, blue. And it's okay if it mixes with the black a little bit. This is kind of a navy blue. It's not a bright blue. So that's my next little layer. And you can kind of, with the next color, go back, same with whatever you're using, pastel, color pencil. With the next color can blend in with, you can go back over the top, the first color. Did somebody say something?
Can I like draw a moon on the bottom?
Sure. Well, I'm gonna put a moon later on top with white paint, but you can, there's no rules.
Later I'm gonna make a
We can do 3 moons. Some planets have multiple moons. Anything you want. But the idea of this, we're gonna cover this sky, and then we're gonna use our white paint or white chalk or white pastel to put little stars and planets and whatever. And then the glitter can also work as stars. So see, Peribeau's doing paint, but she's making it really watery. And I'll do another one on the side, a smaller one just with colored pencil, just so you friends can see with a different material. Oopsie. So the reason I chose these colors is just I was looking at sky photos and desert photos, and when you look straight up at the sky, if there's no lights around you, it'll be really dark. But as it slowly gets towards the earth, it gets to be more bluish purple, and then when it's really close to us, it's a little more reddishy or orange sometimes, but that's mostly because of all the light that's in the streets. So this isn't blending nicely because my pencil is broken. So here's my little colored pencil one if anyone needs to see that. So it'll take a few times of going over it. So I'm gonna keep doing that one. But now I'm gonna go back to my paint, clean off the brush or get a new brush. The way paintings get a little muddy is when the brushes are not clean. Now I'm gonna get purple. I'm gonna put it on the next layer. Okay. And if yours doesn't look like it's blending perfectly, we can always go back and fix an area. That's a darker purple. And for galaxy in the sky, things are not always, perfect gradations. There's like bursts of solar systems and stars that make it kind of crazy. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, actually, I'm going to go to red after purple. Why not? But I'm going to mix my red with the purple a little bit so it's not too bright. So when you go down to the next color, sometimes you can mix it with the color you used before it, so it has a little more, so it's not just a big jump to that next color.
Excuse me?
So if I did purple, yes?
Can we do sunset?
If you want to, sure. It's kind of similar, just different colors.
Okay.
It's also a gradation. Yeah, whatever you want. Okay, now I'm using pink. But anyway, what I was saying is if you're moving on from colors, whatever it is, sunset or galaxy, bless you. from, let's say you're going purple, red, pink, you might go purple, and then you might go purple mixed with red, and then red. If that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, don't even worry about it. Ooh, Peribeau's looks very nice. So, okay, Peribeau, that's very interesting. If you are using paint, or if even with a colored pencil or anything else, you can kind of, well, with paint, you can make splatters. So I'm gonna put my brush in the water, and I'm just gonna bloop, bloop, bloop. Don't make a mess, don't squirt your parents, just little splatters. Sometimes it is better if I have a little paint on there. And bloop.
Can I do the brush?
No, not right now. I'm gonna mix some red and yellow. Bloop, bloop. So you can kind of get crazy. If your parents let you, you can use your fingers too. And hey, I need to go back and clean up my black and blue. I really don't like my blue color. New brush, because that one's pretty dirty. Maybe this will help. Okay. So something like this. So now I'll slow down in case you guys just want to go a little crazy here. Oh yeah, what I was saying is, so with paint you can do the droplets, but with color pencil and marker, you can just go back over an area and kind of make it a little more condensed. I have a paper towel. I might even like do this, kind of use it as a sponge and blot parts of it, so it kind of looks like maybe there's a solar system over there. That only works if the paint is wet. I'm not going to do it everywhere, just some places. Another technique, once you have your paint laid out, I think with oil pastels you might be able to do this too if you have a brush and some solvent, but with a clean brush I'm just kind of moving my brush down vertical, and that helps bring some of it together. Oop. Sometimes it becomes a mess, so maybe that's not a good idea, but it's fun to experiment. Okay, so now the bottom area. Oh, yes, I'm sorry, I will go slower. No problem. Let me give you guys another fun fact. Let me think, what can I think of? What's a spaceman's favorite chocolate? A Mars bar. What do planets like to read, Peribeau? Comet books. I know these are horrible. What do you call a tick on the moon? A lunatic. Yeah, these are horrible, I'm sorry. Why don't aliens eat clowns?
Hmm? Why would an alien eat a clown?
I don't know. I mean, that's scary. I don't even, because they taste funny. Why did the cow go to outer space? To visit the Milky Way. Okay. Let's see.
Tell it to me before you say it to them.
How do astronauts set up a party? That's from Chloe. They plan it. Oh, that's a good one. What?
What did the car say to the other car?
What?
I'm getting tired.
That's a good one too. I like it. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you guys what I'm gonna do next. It doesn't matter if you're behind because this is pretty simple at least. This bottom area, it's gonna be a silhouette. I'm gonna just make it dark. Silhouettes mean it's just one color, but hey, if you guys wanna paint this a specific color, maybe an army green or hey, maybe this is the moon. Maybe you wanna make it gray with craters. This area is yours to paint however you want. Just think of it as ground or planet or something. And whoever just wants to paint pure galaxy can cover your paper all the way. I'm just gonna squirt the paint right here. Whoop.
That's a lot. Thalia,
Yes?
look at what my dad made for me.
Hold on, let me find you. Where are you? Wait, who is that? Is that Reese? Let me see.
Yeah,
It's a silhouette. Can
it's
she
a
see it?
silhouette.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, did he cut that?
No, he printed it.
He printed it.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Well, you are lucky. You have an amazing artistic daddy.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Love it.
Your shadow, okay?
You can get those silhouettes like at Disneyland. You can get, they cut out the silhouette of your face. Hey, Lela, well, actually, no, Mikey, when you were really little, Mikey in Hawaii, we went to Disneyland with you.
Mikey.
Yeah. Well, he was a baby and you were a baby, Peribeau. So I'm going to find
Yes, I was there at Disneyland. And Peribeau, your mom was wearing you.
Yep.
You really liked the Jungle Boat ride.
That's some good jokes on that ride.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is, I'm just gonna make mine all black and make it easy. And then Kinsey, I didn't forget about our silhouette of cacti, some cacti. I'm gonna put some cacti on here. So I'll wait for everyone and you guys can do cactus, you can do whatever you want. So hopefully if anyone's using paint or actually anything, pastel, anything, you have paper or something underneath. So you're not making a mess.
We can do it next time.
Oh no, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I already have a plan. You can't stop me.
Okay.
So luckily this is my art table, so I can make a mess on this, but hopefully you guys aren't painting on top of your mom's favorite antique, expensive, beautiful table. Uh-oh. Okay, so my ground is all black. Whoop. No making a mess, Amy, because Mikey will get mad at you. Just kidding. Messes are fun as long as they're done in the right place. So now I'm going to take a small brush. You guys can take a pointy, colored pencil or anything. Peribeau did, oh, by the way, she did polka dots on her sky. Wait, Chloe, you're painting on the art space still. Great. See, it's nice that you have a space to do art. I got paint on your iPad. That's it. Okay, so don't touch my iPad, please. Child, hello, child next to me, stop. Okay, so with this brush, I'm gonna use this, the black again. Same color as my ground, my little silhouette. I'm gonna make a silhouette of a cactus. So what does a cactus look like? I can't remember, but I'll just make it up. Pretty easy. Now it's gonna be small because we're not up super close, so.
It's like round, pointy. You can have a different
Like
branches.
arms. Okay,
Yeah.
does this kind of look like a cactus?
Yes, that's really good.
Oh, thank you. I love cacti. See, oh yeah, you guys can see I have a cacti on my hand tattooed. So I don't forget that I like them.
And you can look there.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Okay, so I'm just gonna make some cacti. And you don't have to, but if you want to, I'm gonna make some big, some tiny. And they don't have to all be the same because that's not how nature works. Everything is different, not the same.
Can I show mine?
Sure. Who said that? Let me find you. Sienna? Let me see. Oh, beautiful. That's a beautiful transition. So yeah, and you can even play with sometimes using not as much water. And yeah, you can color on top of that with colored pencils, marker, whatever. Oh, hey, you know what? Why don't I do, how do I, don't, I'm gonna take that away, honey. Do you guys have a little assistant that's playing with things they're not supposed to? I do.
Yes, my kitty was just up here with me.
Oh, see, Mimosa has to stop.
Not being a very good assistant.
Maybe I'll do a little guy. Here's a little guy, tiny little guy. I made it here. Maybe a wolf? Oh no, I'm gonna do it like some monsters chasing this guy. I mean, that doesn't look very monstery, but anyway, so that's the cool thing with silhouettes. You never know what it is, and it's probably just some cacti that are making a weird shape that look like these things. So, just little silhouettes could be anything you want. Here's a little dog. It's hard to paint when really small if you don't have a little small brush.
I messed up.
It's okay if you messed up, paint over it or start again or whatever. Okay, so after that, hopefully everyone has some sort of a white. It doesn't have to be paint. It could be white out. It could be colored pencil. Sometimes that's not strong enough though. It could be pastel or chalk. Oh, Peribeau, a little tip. After you rinse your brush in water, put it in the paper towel because sometimes it gets too watery. Okay? Okay, let me get my white. And then I'm gonna make some stars. Ooh, come on, white. Hey, cameraman's laughing at me. Okay. Remember, can you guys believe there's that many stars, more than the grains of sand all in the entire earth? That's crazy. One more thing. Did you guys know that the universe has no center and it's constantly expanding and getting bigger every second? That's so crazy to me. Okay. So let me find myself. See what this looks like. Let me get another little paintbrush. And the key to making it look like stars and a galaxy, to make it look like there's depth, is you want to make some stars larger and some smaller. And that's what makes things look like there's depth, kind of like with the cacti. There's some larger, some smaller. So I'm just gonna make some dots this size, and then I'll start making smaller ones. Kind of takes a while. I would show you guys a little trick, but I'm scared it's a little too messy.
Miss Natalia,
Yes.
I don't have any white. Can I do yellow?
Yeah. Anything that has like light color in it or white in it. Yeah. And yeah, and it might, if it doesn't work on your watercolor, then you might, or glitter. Get your makeup out. That's the one thing with watercolor or even colored pencil, they'll put using white on top of it sometimes doesn't get white enough. Yes, honey? We'll help you fix that. Just wet it. Let's see. Let's show how to fix a problem. So here's Peribeau's, and it got a little smeared right there. So a couple of things we can do. We can take water and, Peribeau, are you watching? Water and just go along the edges and try to clean it up and make it even with the rest. Sometimes if it gets really smeary, that's because her cactus was smeared, and that's black against her more pastel colored background. If it gets really bad, sometimes you can take white paint and paint over it. Or that's when you sometimes have to just paint something new on top of it. Is that clean enough, honey? Okay. Sometimes you can paint, you don't want stars all to be white. Like sometimes I want it white with a little bit of a color. Oh yeah, where should I put my moon? Oh, and did you guys know what the moon does? Can anyone tell me what the moon does to the oceans?
It creates waves.
Yes, it creates tides. Isn't that cool? We wouldn't have any waves or tides if it wasn't for the sun and the moon.
And there's a really funny thing about it in a movie. In the first Despicable Me, when Gru takes the moon, and it shows some people are surfing, and then
the waves stop.
Yeah, and then the wave stops, and then they fall on a rock.
That's funny. Okay, now the stars are closer to the, as they get lower, I'm trying to make them smaller, but it's hard to make them small. Oh yeah, so let me think. Where should I put the moon? I'm gonna put it on the left because it's darker over there. So I don't want it to be pure white. Maybe I'll mix a little yellow into it. Yes, honey? Ooh, you did it over there too? Cool. So Peribeau did a purple moon because you know what? There are no rules. Zola, what kind of moon does your world have? Might not even have a moon or 20 moons. And it could be a full moon or a crescent moon. Oh, sure you can share, Sienna. Would love to see. I don't know if you're showing me. Trying to see. Sienna, oh, hold on. Let me make you large. Oh, cool. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna have a crescent moon. So the key to drawing these is pretend like you're gonna make a full circle, but then you stop, and then you go back in and kind of clean it up. Sure, go get the toothbrush. Okay, we're gonna show you guys our little fun trick. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'll make like a little star. star, not like a star, but a star. And the fun part with this is you can keep adding little tiny dots forever because that's how galaxies really are. There's so many. We just can't usually see it because we have too much light coming through. But if you guys have ever gone camping somewhere that's more remote, you've probably seen some beautiful stars. I'll go check, honey. Let me see what time is it. Yeah. Clean up my moon again. You can put paint on top of colored pencil, and you can also do this and put colored pencil on top of marker. But you can I'm going to take a wet brush, not too wet, and put like very thin layer of white and maybe a touch of pink, very, very thin, not too much water, and kind of just go over an area. It kind of blurs it out and it helps it feel a little like milky, makes it feel more like space. Maybe that wasn't the best example. Let me see, it needs more water. It's a fine line of how much water it needs. Kind of blurring out some of the stars, and it helps it feel more. Okay, honey, I'll go look. More galaxy-like. And hey, some of the stars get smeared, but I like that. It might look like shooting stars or something. And if you want, you can also add a little bit of glitter. So if somebody has glitter glue or a glitter pen, just plain glitter won't stick unless you put something, you know, something down with it. So I use matte medium, but if your paint is wet, the glitter will probably stick to it. You can even use, yeah, some little bit of glue. You guys can add it on later. I can't open it, honey, so just wait. Please just wait. Okay, I'll let you guys see that. I'm gonna grab something. I'm gonna grab a toothbrush. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Peribeau, I couldn't find a toothbrush, so I took your dad's. Shh. Just kidding. Okay, so you guys want me to show you a little trick to do with a toothbrush?
No, I want to do it.
Okay. You can do it after me. I think I see you guys saying yes. And if not, I'm going to show you anyway. So make sure you can take a little toothbrush like this. Make sure it's not somebody's that needs it. Old toothbrush. Don't take your parents and put it back. And it might make a little bit of a mess. So make sure you have your painting clothes on or an apron and a table that can have, you know, paint splatters. So I get it a little bit wet. And I'm going to dip it in some of the white paint. And then with a glove or with your finger, I'm taking my thumb and I'm going to point it towards my painting and I'm splattering. Can you see that? And it makes these cool little splatters. So you probably don't have time to try it now, but if you want to try it later, just make sure you tell an adult, because sometimes the spray can get on you or on other things. So you see that right there? See the little spray? Not too much water because then it'll get too watery. And there. Okay. So if anybody wants to unmute and, oh, Peribeau, yours is great. I love the harmony of colors there.
Can I show you mine?
I would love to see it.
Some. It didn't work.
Wait, hold on, let me find you. Wait. Wait, oh, let me see. Let me make you larger. Is that you, buddy? Okay. Oh, whoa. Oh, you got metallic colors? That's amazing. Wow. That's so cool.
That looks great.
Wow. That's awesome. I wish I had those foils. Ooh, Chloe, love it. Beautiful colors.
Here's mine, TLM.
Let me see. Hold on. Where are you, TLM? Let me make you bigger. Hold on. Wait, where are you? Sorry. Hold on. This thing gets complicated. Cassidy, gorgeous. You guys are better than mine. Oh my gosh, Reese, gorgeous. And I can't find Amy. Nancy, beautiful. Oh, and I was scared this was going to be tough. You guys are pros. Oh, TLM, I love it. Ooh, green moon. I like it. Oh, and the white earth.
I want to see Mikey and Lila's.
Yeah.
I just need something to do.
Kenzie, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Thank you.
Lela, let me
You're
see.
welcome. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, good job, Lela.
Wait,
Good
Brad,
job, Mikey.
what is your first name? Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, I like those stars and you made them. And I like your monster guy.
Mine?
Oh, the one thing we forgot to talk about was we could also add more planets. So, oh, Mikey, great. Lila, great.
Look, here's mine.
I need a sun.
Awesome. Love it. Oh yeah, so I can do a quick little Saturn planet. Let me just figure that out. I don't know. I'll put it right here. You know what? No, why do I need to make it white? I'm gonna make it red. With the little yellow ring. Yeah, and I'm excited to add glitter later. So just remember, always ask your parents before you use certain materials, mostly because I don't want to get in trouble. But okay. I think that's everything. Anybody else want to add something to it? Or how about you guys want to unmute? Anyone want to tell me or write in the chat what you want to, if you guys are interested in maybe drawing your favorite stuffed animals or something tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
I mean tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. No class tomorrow. Saturday.
Can we draw a cat?
Yeah.
And Saturday, can we draw a cat in space?
Oh. Well, I'll draw the cat, and now you guys know how to make space so you can put the cat in space.
Maybe we can do a cat with a flower crown.
Oh, I did. Did you guys know I painted that the other day?
You do that for me.
I did draw that for you. I was trying to find somebody's.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she did. You see, she saw one Peribeau did.
Yeah. Oh well, I can't remember. Okay. Anyway, so okay, here's ours. And does anybody want to show theirs? Oh, I like those. That Sonic the Hedgehog. Cool.
Can we draw a
I like your cat, Bray.
Rainbow?
A what?
An elephant squirting out a rainbow.
Oh, like farting a rainbow. Okay, how about this? We'll do a kitty and an elephant farting rainbows. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love it. You got the glitter out. All right, so hopefully you're okay with farts. They're not going to smell, I promise. Okay. And I'm going to have glitter in my fart, you guys. So if you want to have glitter for next week, that'll be great. So here's my picture. I can't wait to see all of yours. Here's mine. There's Peribeau's. And thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye, Sarah. Love you.
Bye.
Everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.